Hello there, colleague. How are you? Dr. Nefertiti Pointer here with the Devereux Center for Resilient Children. I hope you are enjoying a great day. So I was wondering, do you ever feel this way? The longer you stay in our profession, the longer you start to hear different acronyms, different terminology, even theories start to get questioned as we move forward in advancing our knowledge. And sometimes you take that all in and you wonder, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing as a teacher? Am I doing the right things as I support families? Am I doing the right thing as I lead my program? Yeah, I see you nodding your head. You do start to wonder. So today I wanted to put forth a word that we hear all the time, but I really wanted to pause and make sure we have some common understanding about what the expectation is when someone says culturally responsive teaching practices. Let's talk about it. First thing I want to do is put forth a definition. Let's just get really clear. Let's look at this definition of culturally responsive. Culturally responsive practices help educators create student-centered learning environments that affirm racial, linguistic, and cultural identities. These practices prepare students for rigor and independent learning. This practice helps develop students' abilities to connect across lines of difference, elevate historically marginalized voices, and empower students as agents of social change. I love that definition. And when I read it, it makes me say, yes, indeed, I'm doing a lot of things correct, because I do get in every day with a desire to do everything that was just spelled out in that definition. I would caution each of us to think a little bit more, however, about everyday teaching practices that sometimes we're not trying to do any harm, but if you don't respect identity, we can actually do more harm than we can good. And so let's lift some of the definition, some of the words that are in this definition, because I got excited just reading them with you. I like that word, educators create student-centered learning. When you learn about my culture, when you learn about what's important to me, whether you're rocking a baby who likes to be held a certain way or spoken to in a certain tone or language because that's my culture, or as I grow older, you learn about my environment, you learn about my family, and you make sure those things are organically showing up in my instruction, do you know what happens? I feel safe. I feel trusted. I feel I can trust you. I take healthy risks. And do you know what happens when all of that happens? There is the learning. There is the learning. And that's why it's so important to create classrooms where culture is respected. And there's a further way to think about culturally responsive. And the terminology says culturally responsive and sustaining, which means once you get it started, can you sustain it? How will you sustain it? Culture isn't the color of your skin. It's what's important to the family. It's what celebrations are a part of their lives, what makes them happy and sad. Those things are all a part of culture. Interpretation is all a part of culture, and it's an important component in early care and education instruction, as it is in every other grade. And so again, we're requiring ourselves to talk about culturally responsive teaching practices. We're going to keep learning, but that's where we're going to get started today. Keep listening as we learn more. As always, thank you. We are going to do this together. We're going to take this language, we're going to take it from books and research, we're going to make sure it's showing up in classrooms. Again, thank you for listening. Dr. Nefertiti Pointer here with the Devereux Center for Resilient Children.